Hey everyone, I want to know have y'all ever dealt with this before where you literally need advice and you go and talk to one person and then after you tell them what you're going through, you explain everything, you're like, man, why did I go to that person? But then you go to a different person, a person that's in the church, they pray, they believe in God, and they go to church every Sunday, and the information that they give you is wise. Like you really think about it, you're like, wow, I probably should have went to that person to begin with, instead of going somewhere else. Well, for me, I had to really learn it the hard way, but it's more of a, hey, either you're going to go to a worldly um, standpoint on some type of advice, or you're going to go to a godly standpoint. And that's the battle that a lot of people deal with today. It's like, okay, well, some people they're not too fond of the church because they're like, everyone in the church is just so uptight, just mental, and just rude. But then when you're in the world, it's the same thing. So it's like, okay, where do I go from here? But I'm here to tell you that there's this scripture that I love, and it helped me so much throughout my journey and my walk in the Lord. So if you go to me, we're going to go to the book of Psalms, and it's chapter 1, verse 1. And as it reads, and I'll read it out of the King James Version. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor seated in the seat of the scornful. So when you think about it, it's like, okay, do I want my advice to be godly or do I want it of the world? Every single time that I go to someone who is walking in faith, they're reading the word, they're praying, they're going to church constantly, I always get great advice from them. But every single time that I go to someone who is not so godly, the lifestyles is not reflecting being Christian as much as they would say, it's always some drama, or it's just never the good advice. So just like how we read is, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. We have to be careful on who we obtain our knowledge from, because either it can break you or it can help you grow as an individual. So again, be wise and be very careful on who you actually take advice from, because Jesus is our counselor. So if you're speaking and you're talking to someone who is a believer and who's walking in, their path and their journey, that is the way to go. Continue to trust in the Lord. Put all of your trust in the Lord, because He will direct your path. He did it for me. I am a living testimony. So continue to get closer to Jesus. Continue to trust that He will do exactly what He said He will do for you. All right, until next time, be blessed, and remember, be careful on who you actually obtain information from. And do you want worldly advice or do you want godly advice? Until next time, be blessed.